Well, that's just prime. Alright, Transformers and Beast Wars fans, I'm looking at this marvel of engineering. This is MP-32 Convoy from Takara Tomy, the masterpiece Optimus Primal from the Beast Wars series. I'm so excited to have this figure. As a kid that grew up with Beast Wars, I'm super stoked that they decided to make all of these masterpiece Beast Wars scale figures, and I am loving this collection. I'm so excited for the next one, but I want to give a review and talk about this one here. This is Optimus Primal. It is a fantastic figure, so let's dig in. Szasse. Alright, so we are looking at this figure here. It is just fantastic. They did such a good job of getting the actual look like the character from the show. The original toy looking here looks nothing like what he looked like in the show, and coming to this just looks fantastic. It just shows how far engineering has come for these types of toys. Overall posability in gorilla form is a little bit limited. If you try and go too far with some of the parts, some of the robot parts start to show up. But it does have swivel joints. The arms can go all the way, almost all the way out, not quite fully extended, but that makes sense. The hands have articulated. 3 of the fingers move on their own. The pointer finger, or move together. The pointer finger moves on its own. The thumb is stationary and cannot move. The robot parts are mostly hidden. They did a really good job here. There's just this part here with the legs. It would have been kind of nice if there was some kind of cap or something to cover that up so that it was just the full gray all around, and then this would really stand out. He can stand tall. So standing tall, he can have the hunchback position. The hands are on a swivel that can spin all the way around, which allows for a lot of posability. The legs can go pretty far out. Really great posability here. The toes do not have very good movement. There's a little bit of a flap there that you can get to like have him grab onto something and hang on a stick or something. It's pretty great. It's pretty good. You cannot bring a natural pose standing straight up, I find. You pretty much have to have him in a slightly bent state for everything to just look right, especially since like stuff like this comes out. But overall, really good. Really awesome figure. So let's take a look at what he looks like transformed. Alright guys, and here he is in his transformed glory, in his bot mode. So any flaws that exist in the beast mode is really just to make sure that this just came out perfectly. This looks fantastic. The character just fits so well. All of the parts come together nicely. He's got the dual cannons. The dual cannons can flip back like they do in the show and hide away on his back. He just looks nice and tight, the nice shoulders. He's got the gun cannons in his arms that can pop down and hide away if he doesn't need to be shooting at anyone. He poses really well. There's awesome articulation. Similar to the beast mode, it only goes above that high. You can't go much higher than that, but that's just because of these big shoulder blades. They do still loop all the way around. It's all the same parts, so you got the same articulation, but there isn't as many things blocking it to try and keep that gorilla look from the beast mode. So this one has a lot more articulation. The head is awesome on a little ball joint, looking around. He just looks fantastic. Let's take a look at that there. Just looks perfect to the show. That is just an awesome design. I'm loving this figure so much. I'm so happy it's in my collection, and that is why I chose it to be one of my first reviews. So this guy just looks great. He's really posable. He has lots of opportunity to have scenes created. If you're into that, setting up little scenes on your thing, I might have to get around to doing a weekly scene of my Beast Wars figures, just so I spend a little bit more time playing with them. I do like to play with these guys and you know, pose, change around them, transform them, have fun, and keep my collection lively. Because what's the point in having some awesome toys if you never play with them? Just to talk about it, extra stuff that came with this figure. You've got a couple extra ape heads. So the extra ape heads there, he's got a kind of happier look, and then he's got like a really intense, angry look. So that's just to be able to swap up again a couple scenes, act a little bit differently. We've got 3 face plates that we can have for this form. So we've got his battle faceplate. When he got ready for battle, he would always put up his little face shield. We've got him looking slightly pleased with himself. It's a little bit of a grin there. And then we've got it not pleased at all, straight face. and then this one where he is saying something, so we've got him in the middle of talking. I'm sure you could set up some pretty sweet stop motion with all of the faces in place that they come with this series, so that'd be pretty cool stuff. Oh, knocking him over in my slippery light box. And then of course it also comes with his dual curved blades that he can hold on to very well. My problem with these dual blades is just that there isn't anywhere to really store them on him, so you just have to keep them off to the side and make sure you keep them in a safe place. And when you are ready to do poses with it, it does take a little bit of work getting it into these monkey hands. You can do a slide in, rotate. It has the little tabs to be able to lock in, so once he's got it in his hand, it usually stays looking pretty nice once I can get that in there. And with the extra finger articulation, he can hold on to those really well. And again, with all of the posability, like they did an awesome double joint here to be able to really bend around and get a lot of cool poses with those swords. And that guy just looks really awesome. If you want help with how to transform this, take a look at our next video. I'm going to do a transformation process and little things to watch out for. But this is MP-32 Convoy, the Optimus Primal masterpiece from Takara Tomy. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on this masterpiece series. All you Beast Wars fans, all you Transformers fans, I hope you're loving these as much as I am. Zesty Phresh out.